Hi friends, I hope you are doing well. I'm just touching up my brows before we get into this, but I really wanted to sit down today and film with some more new makeup. I know I've been trying out a lot of new products. It's because I bought a lot of new products lately with the Sephora sale. I do have a few things in here that are like stragglers from the Sephora sale that I still haven't been able to try. And then there's a lot of things that I've bought that I haven't gotten around to testing yet. For example, the new holiday palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I bought this a while ago and I just haven't had a chance to try it out. I placed an order forever ago on Vive's website and still haven't tried out the products. I've been saving it for camera. So I have some of those too. Everything that you see here I've bought is just new makeup that I bought lately, basically. More new makeup. So we're gonna be trying out a lot of new things and I'm really, really excited. We're gonna start off with this primer from Vieve. This is the Skin Nova Instant Radiance Primer. I'm so excited to finally use this. It's been so long, oh my gosh. It looks beautiful. It's got like the most beautiful kind of golden hue to it. Can you guys see that? I'm so excited to finally be testing this. Ooh, it's a really nice kind of like gel consistency, but because you've got that radiance in there, it leaves the skin nice and glowy, but not sparkly, like at all. Just glow, no glitter. That's what we like. Actually smells beautiful too, but not in a super heavily like artificial fragrance way. Does this have fragrance in it? I don't know. I'm seeing a bunch of like flower oils, orange oil, tangerine oil. Maybe that's what I'm smelling. It smells really nice. Okay, I wanted to try out the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I've had this in my cart for months. And I've heard several different people and influencers and makeup artists that I follow recommend this. And I finally just bit the bullet when it was the Sephora sale. So I'm gonna use this all over. This is the shade 2. I don't really know how much of this to use. Let's read the back really quick. It says it's a skin-loving sheer coverage tinted serum infused with hydrating, smoothing, and correcting ingredients. And you just basically tap it on the face with a brush or fingertips. I'm gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use my Hourglass brush and a little mirror. And we're just gonna start applying this all over. This is super nice. It's very, very sheer, but I'm still getting quite a bit of coverage. I don't know if that contradicts itself, but like it's smoothing over any discoloration, but like my skin is still very visible underneath, which is so nice. I'm not really sure how much more to use, but I do want a little more. This is really beautiful. I'm really into this type of product. Right now, I feel like it's a pretty popular product on the market at the moment. I just barely tried the CL SPF tint just the other day, and I really loved that one. But of course I wanted to try this one. I literally bought like 3 foundations during this Sephora sale. That's probably excessive, but I just love foundation. I'm gonna press this into the skin using my sponge, but I'm loving how that looks. All of Danessa Myricks complexion products are very like healthy skincare infused, which is really nice, but they just make your skin look super glowy. I've never tried a foundation from her. I know she has a Yummy Skin foundation in addition to the skin tint, I believe anyway. Am I making that up? No. Point is, there's a lot of Yummy Skin products from her line, and I'm excited to see like how it wears on the skin. Definitely very glowy, especially on top of that Vieve primer, but I mean, I feel like my skin looks so healthy, which I really, really like. Now we're gonna try out the Vieve Modern Radiance Concealer. This is a concealer, obviously, from Vieve. I bought the shade Light 1, and I'm excited to finally try this. I've opened it several times, that's why there's fingerprints, but I've never actually put it on. So let's give this a whirl. Okay, here is what the doe foot applicator looks like. It's a good size, actually. I'm just gonna apply a bit right here and here. Maybe I'll do one of my under eyes first so we can compare the coverage on the other eye. Initially, as I laid that product down, it's reminding me a little bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in that like more thick, I want to say tacky, but maybe that's like not the prettiest word to describe concealer, but it's genuinely like that, yeah, tackier kind of formula, which I love. That went on so beautifully. The coverage is incredible. You can see the difference, hopefully anyway, before after. Really, really nice. So I'm just gonna continue to apply a bit of this on the rest of the face. I'm starting out by blending everything with a brush and then pressing everything into the skin using my sponge taking what's left on the sponge also and just canceling out the discoloration on the eyelid. I'm gonna set the face with my Oma Beauty loose powder. I'm so excited to finally try the Vieve Modern Bronzer. This is a powder bronzer duo. One of the shades is a little more cool toned and the other one is warmer, and it just makes for the perfect little duo. It looks like, I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like something I would really, really enjoy. So we're gonna try this. Let's start out with the more, actually let's do the more warm toned bronzer first. I'm just gonna kind of create like a little bit of a base all over the face with this. By the way, this is the light palette. Comes in a few shades, but I just want the warmer tone to kind of be an all over glow. And then I'm taking a slightly more precise brush in with the more cool toned color. And that's where I'm gonna use that to like sculpt the face a little bit. I really love how that looks. I also bought a last minute blush at the very tail end of the Sephora sale. This is a Valentino blush. I heard about this specific color from Andrea Allie, who I love watching. She talked about the shade number 9 and it looked beautiful, so I wanted to give it a whirl. It's like this gorgeous kind of peach color. It's really soft, so I bought it. I'm just applying that to the apples of the cheeks. It's funny because against the red packaging, it actually looks really light, but once it's applied, at least for me, it shows up a lot more than I was anticipating. I really love that color. Okay, now we're gonna do a little eye look using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse palette. This is their holiday palette from this year. I believe it's limited edition. It's so beautiful. It actually is way bigger. What? A tragedy. I don't even, luckily the pan itself did not break, but we're gonna need to re-glue these. Oh my gosh. I don't remember, was it the silver in the bottom? I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's really never happened to me. Okay, well, definitely needs some packaging evaluation. So I'm gonna hold it like this so that it doesn't topple. My goodness. That was wild. Okay, I'm gonna take the pink color in here on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna start with this color in the crease of the eye. This is actually such a pretty kind of like bubblegum pink color. And I'm gonna take that same shade and go right along the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm like scared to lift this up. I'm gonna take this color at the top. This is like a really interesting creamy formula. And I'm gonna use this to start to shape out that outer edge of the eye into the crease slightly as well. I'm also taking that along the outer third of that lower lash line. This is blending beautifully. I want a little bit more of that first pink color mixed back in there and brought a little bit higher than where I initially had it. So I'm adding a little more of that. I'm adding even more definition with this center matte shade at the top, along the lash line and through the very outer V of the crease. Also along that lower lash line again. And then, which color should we use? I mean, this blue color really stands out to me, but I feel like we could use a little purple and blue maybe. So let's start out with this center shade on the bottom. I'm just gonna start to tap that on the center of the lid. As my finger's dipping into this, it almost feels like it's not gonna have payoff, but then as I'm tapping the color onto the eyelid, it builds up really nicely. So I'm just taking my time layering this until I get the intensity that I want. Then I'm gonna take that center blue shade, which is so pretty, and I'm gonna add that to like the inner third of the lid. This is a really nice color. I'm gonna use it as an inner corner highlight as well. Now I'm taking a little bit of this color right here, and I'm applying this to the lower lash line. And then I'm finishing that off by adding a little more of that purple shade to the very center of the lid. I feel like after I applied that blue color, it kind of got a little lost in this area. I really do like that. I can't tell if I'm obsessed with this palette or not. I feel like it's just kind of like, it's pretty. I actually feel like the mattes, like these colors, are really beautiful. The toppers are nice as well, but I don't know if it's the eye look itself that I made that I'm not like obsessed with. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's pretty for sure. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm gonna apply some mascara. Today I'm just gonna use the Give mascara, and I'm just gonna apply that to the top and bottom lashes. Okay, now that mascara's on, I feel like I automatically like the eye look a lot more. I feel like it looks really like dainty and ethereal. I do want to eventually try like these two shades in here because you could make something more golden with this palette. But the pinks and purples and blues in here are really fun. So yeah, now that I have mascara on, I feel like I like the look a lot better. Plus I feel like it's a good transition palette from winter to spring. Feels like something you could use all year round, not just in winter, but okay, I do like the eye look. I was a little worried there for a second. All right, I'm wanting to try out a lip liner that I bought from Dior, which I've never bought a Dior lip liner before. I saw an influencer named Emily Tommenberg. She's so stunning. I follow her on Instagram. She used this in a lip combo video that she did and I was sold immediately. And then I had to do some major digging. Like it was not available anywhere. It was sold out on a lot of different retailers. I actually had it in my cart. I like was waiting till the next day and then it sold out and I panicked. I finally found it on Nordstrom. Point is, I have it now. I actually bought 2 before even trying it because I panicked. Anyway, this is the Dior lip liner in the shade Brown Fig. Hopefully they still have it. It just looked like the most stunning color. It is. Ooh, this formula is nice. I love how much that blends out, but then it like sets. It's a really nice formula. I actually am really happy about the formula and the color, especially the formula. Wow, okay. I also bought the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Lip Blur. This is like their new blurring matte lipstick. I bought the shade Pillow Talk. Obviously, it came in a few shades, but I feel like Pillow Talk would be really nice with this eyeshadow palette. So let's try this out. I'm just applying this in the center to start. Ooh, it's a very smooth, like whipped formula. I feel like that went on so beautifully. And for being a matte lipstick or liquid lipstick, it's not really emphasizing my lip lines too much, at least not right now. And it still has like a cushiony feel when you press your lips together. That's pretty. I feel like that's a really nice lip combo. All right, we are going to assess the situation, AKA add more bronzer. I'm gonna mix the two just to add a little more on that forehead and then down the neck a little bit as well. I almost feel like it would be pretty to have a little dollop of blush just here, like a little bit of a peachy hue in the eye look as well. Now, I want to add a little bit. I actually bought this Hollywood Blush and Glow Glide palette, it's called. This was part of their holiday launch as well. It has a really fun pink blush and then a highlighter. I've swatched both of them, but I haven't worn either. So, let's see, maybe I should apply a little bit of this bright pink blush over here. Maybe we'll mix a little bit of this in to that peach. It's very pigmented. And then I'm going to take this highlighter. I'm going to start to just apply that to the high points of the face. This is a very beaming highlight. And I feel like I can kind of see it on myself when I face forward. Like it's a little bit deep for me. It might not be that noticeable to other people. Just something that I notice myself. But it's really pretty though. Okay. That lipstick feels really good. Okay, I'm going to touch up the brows a little. This is my Anastasia brow definer. I normally don't use a setting spray when I try like new foundations, but since I'm literally trying so many new things, I'm just gonna set it with a little bit of this Charlotte's Magic Hydrator Mist, which I also bought with the same order. I've been using this actually for several days now and I really, really like it. I think it smells nice. I like it. And I'm just gonna press that into the skin with my sponge. And then I'm going to set the brows with my Benefit Brow Gel. Well, I really like the final look. I feel like there's a lot of things going on as far as new products go, but the complexion specifically is looking really, really good. I'll be sure to leave a note in the description letting you know like my first impressions by the end of the night. See if anything is alarmingly good or bad. But upon application, I'm excited about everything. I honestly do feel like the Yummy Skin Tint would lend itself to a little bit more of like a everyday look versus this more glam look. But it still works. Like my skin looks really nice. I'm just interested to see if this is gonna end up looking too dewy for me by the end of the day or what. So check the description box for my update. The lip products are really innovative, like that formula. I know the Dior lip liner has been around for a long time, but it was so smooth and just blended out so beautifully. I'm actually really impressed with the formula, not even the color. I mean, I do love the color as well. I'm happy I picked this up. And then the Charlotte Tilbury blurring lipstick, it's super comfortable. I'm interested to see how this wears, but I think it looks really pretty, feels really nice on the lips. The eyeshadow palette is actually the one thing that I'm not quite sure about, and I don't know if it's because the two shades like fell out right away and I'm like, oh my gosh, in theory, this is a really beautiful palette. I don't know. I'm noticing quite a bit of fallout under the eyes with this as well, which is to be expected with certain toppers, but I also have eyeshadow toppers that stick a little bit better, that aren't as dry in the pan. So I feel like I did get a really nice look out of this. I'm gonna keep playing with it, but I'm not like as in love with it as I thought I was gonna be, especially since this color story is very much me. I don't know. I'm on the fence about the eyeshadow palette actually, which is shocking to me even. The Vieve bronzer and the primer were so beautiful. The concealer, I actually really loved the consistency of, and it looks flawless on the skin. Like it doesn't look too heavy. So I'm excited to see how that wears as well. Overall, I'm really happy with how everything looks. I'm happy about this little peach blush. This is definitely not a need. Like this is a little splurge of mine. I feel like you definitely don't need to spend this much on a blush to get this effect. I just, you know me in makeup. I love it so much, and I was sold by Allie on that, and I'm really happy that I have it. I really like that peachy, fresh color on the cheeks. I think it looks really healthy. Anyway, okay, well, I think that's pretty much everything. I would say the things I'm the most excited about, based off my first impressions, the lip liner, really into that, the Vieve primer, concealer, and the Danessa Myricks skin tint, depending on how that works. And this lip blur thing, depending on how that wears too. Anyway, overall, pretty good day so far. Pretty good first impressions anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys have tried any of these products. I know some of them are new launches, some of them are not. Most are just new to me, which is kind of fun. And I sure enjoyed trying them out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How do you feel about these products? Are some of them your favorites? What are hits? What are misses in your opinion? I would love to hear from you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next video. Love you.